Hey everybody, Anthony Dodge, Maltrain Outsider, the American Outsider here with the last installment. No, really, I'm here. I'm right here. Box 8 has finally arrived. 6 days late, lost who knows where. I've taken the outer wrap off, but it was kind of soiled, so I don't know what happened to it. Anyhow, it's box 8. Let's open it up and see what's inside. There's going to be some goodies here. Now, this is open from the top, so I'm going to open it from the top. Maybe I'll get everything out of it, because I can't get this all again. Maybe I'll get everything out of it, set it on the table first, and then we'll go through and see what it is. But again, I kind of know what's in here since I've seen all the pictures. All right, so there's a box. Oh, here's some box. Oh, these are heavy. Heavy boxes in, oh my, nice wrapping. Okay. Oh, let's get this out. Oh, don't want to lose that foam because I use that. Is that the right kind? Yes. I actually use this stuff for cleaning track. This works great. This heavy, thick foam. This is great for rubbing track and getting grease and oil off it without taking too much and without damaging the track. This is really good stuff. You cut little squares out of it and just use it. Seriously, some of the best stuff you could use. Okay. Oh, boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes. But I'm not gonna edit any of this down just yet. Haha! There's one box in here I recognize, and that's this box. We'll talk about that in a second. I just hope it forgives me for sending it to a beautiful place in Canada in its life. Aha, oh, that kind of fell out, but we'll put it back in, and then because this box clearly got twisted and turned and flipped and rolled over. More of that foam. Is there anything else in here? Okay. I think that's everything. I'm going to adjust the camera again, so bear with me. Again, people wanted the live reaction, so I'm not going to edit anything out except for a little 2-second bit at the start where I really tripped over my tongue and decided to redo it. Okay. As always, I will take pictures. So let's start with this box. Because I'm curious as to what's in it. Oh, all right, cool. If I remember correctly, this is going to be a bunch of spare parts. Different pieces. Like this looks like some ICEs and other locomotives, skis, different. So this is all excellent. It's contacts, bogies, all sorts of things. Doors for the ICE 1s and 2s. We got some spare bulbs. We have a 216 in red shell. So that 216 that came in box 7, that shell comes off and this could replace it. So that's very cool. Yeah, more contacts, Wacom skis. traction tires, different sizes, some spare axles and wheels, all kinds of spare couplers, more spare doors and bits for the ICEs, a power coupling for those ICE 1s and 2s. Not that you're going to see that, and I probably won't even take pictures of that stuff, or just sort of do a mass picture here. And then, fill a shave. He sent me a razor. Oh, it's static grass and trees and stuff. Cool. All right. So, sorry, I didn't want to spread that up. Okay, so let me move that out of the way. And since this is right here, I've got a couple of these, but I want to show this one first. Maybe I should save it till last, but let's just go to it. There's so many things. There's no such thing as best to last because it's all been so awesome. But I do know what's in here, but I want you all to see this. Obviously, that's why I'm making the video. Come on up. All right, look at this. This is a wooden case. If you look at it, it says Miraklin at the top. Beautiful wooden case. And if you click it open, you get more wrapping. I'll show you what's inside because this is very cool and I'm very excited about this because it's a match to another train I picked up. I hate to take these out, but we'll do that. Okay, and a windshield I'll have to put back in. There we go. And I will just pop this windshield back in, and this is typical. Oh, you gotta go under first and then pop down. In, come on, in, there it is. Okay. We have an IC1 with the German flag. We've got an actual ICE1 with the German flag. I am really, really ecstatic about this. And this will be the middle car. So we've got the middle car. Very nice. And the other power cab to it. So this is, whoops, okay, what? Another windshield out. And that's just some of the foam rubber. Okay. And yep. So we just got to put the windshields back in these two bad boys. There we go. Click, and it's in. So there's the other IC2. Of course, I will be taking pictures so that you can see nice close-ups, but that's brilliant. Nice little case for these guys. I'm going to put them back in the case for now. I'll take pictures when I'm all done with this, and then you can see it. But there's so much more to get to. Throw that in there, and throw that in there. That's a beauty. I'm going to set this carefully down here, out of the way, so I can get to the next bit. Now the question is which next bit? Well, let's get to the obvious one. Let's just do the one, it's clear, this is very special. This was the first model train I ever bought, and I got the updated version of this. This is Miraklin 37783, and then I bought 37788. This one had less functions, and they reissued they were all issued in this over a couple of year period, and they've been reissued since multiple times. But this is 37783, which is the exact same thing as 37788, except this one has the decoder where it has like 6 or 8 active functions, and 37788 had 16 functions. And so when I bought the new one, this guy was kind of superfluous, although I ran them both for a while. But I talked about maybe selling this, and Herb would contact me. And the fact this is where Herb and I really started connecting was he said, hey, you said you need an ICE1, I've got it. I'll trade you the ICE1 and more stuff for equal value for your ICE3 because I want an ICE3. Well, I don't want to say it's come home because that implies like it was sent away. It was Herb's home was its home. It's come back to its first home. Actually, not even that because I bought it used, so it was belonged to somebody else before me. But it's come back to this house. And yes, I am excited about that. Not because like, aha, I got my train back, but because it's just, it was the first train I ever bought. And it was a little emotional letting it go, but it was also proof that, you know, I didn't have to keep it. I had what I considered a better one. But now, I have this one. And the better one's got a messed up motor in it, so go figure. There might be a lesson there to be learned. But I'm going to pop this off. I will not take these out. Again, these did get jostled. The box clearly was the most abused of the boxes, but I'll hold this up and let you see. This is exactly how I first saw it 8 years ago, almost 9 years ago, because I got it. Purchased it in late November 2015. And if you ever go to my channel and watch the video where I'm playing with the train on the kitchen table, this was the actual model running on my Christmas table. So it is a melancholy moment to have it back. There was never anything wrong with this train, but I had to. I let the old one go to get a train I did want, and now I have it back, but it just, anytime I say it like that, it sounds like, I just feel like I sound, I don't know, it sounds wrong or weird saying I've got it back. I mean, technically, grammatically, it's true, but implied emotions are a little different. Alright, so anyhow, that was a big deal. I'm saving these blue wrapped ones for last. So let's see what's inside this box. And I always, you'll see when I do this, I pull my finger to feel if there's something in there tight up against it to make sure I don't cut something I shouldn't cut. Just in case people think I'm cutting blindly and you could be damaging something. No. One of my first jobs as a kid was as a stock boy. And I learned how to cut open boxes with knives and make sure you didn't damage the property inside. So what do we got here? Oh! That's cool. It's another one of the Italian cars to go with that Italian train. Really cool. I like that. I really like that. One more. Yes! Oh, look at this one. That one's sharp. That is amazing. That is so cool. Oh, I'm digging those. That's really nice. And also in here is a shell tanker. Cool. I think I now have 2 shell tankers, which means I can add them on to my tanker train. That was a nice little box right there in and of itself, wasn't it? 2 more of those Acme Italian train cars. That is so cool. And a tanker. Alright, let's go to this guy right here. Now, this guy had fallen apart open. Let's see, can I get this apart without cutting? I think it's coming that way. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, what do we have here? Are you too real? Oh, tragedy. Tragedy. It's too real. Tragedy, it's too real. fits on right here like that. Yep. Ah, it's 2-rail. It'll look good on the DC layout. Right. I think this piece goes here, I can't tell. But, or maybe it goes down here. Oh, I'll sort it out later. A little piece came off. Look at that bad boy. Try to get my fingers out of the way. Beautiful steam locomotive. There we go. That's really sharp. Who made that? Can I see? Huh. No, I can't. I can't see a manufacturing name on it. So that means it's not Roco or... I'll have to get a magnifying glass later and look at that. It's not the brightest light down here. A lot to love about that guy. I just got to figure out where that goes now. But another beautiful steam locomotive. Can't go wrong with those, can ya? Alright, what do we got here? Aha! Here's one of the guys that I thought would be in this bag. This is another one of those, it's similar to the KLVMs, but it is a Premex. Although most Americans I know say Primex because it's got the word Prime in it, but Premex. Now, Premex was its own company, which Miraklin bought out. And then Miraklin releases, I believe even to this day they have to, legal obligation I think, to this day, they have to release certain models under the Premex name to maintain ownership or copyright vulnerability of it. And but Premex became a place where once Miraklin went digital and was doing a lot of new molding, they would release some of their old mold trains under the Premex name. So there's a point where Premex does become Miraklin. But otherwise kind of cool, it just says Premex on it, but nice little shunter that I'm going to assume this is, it is 3-rail, but I'm going to assume it's analog, although that might be, no, I think that's just a light in there. I'll find out, because all of these go through a little bit of testing as time allows. Okay, speaking of Primex, we got a couple of more fellas here. Oh, okay, these are taped together, so maybe they go together. Oh, this could be something special. This could be really special. Yeah, I think this is special. Just gotta slip the green tape there. Alright, are you ready to come out? Because you are perk B, I believe. So there you are, coming out. Come on out. You can do it. Come on out. I don't know if you see that just yet. This one's in a box that says, it's a Miraklin box, but it says, not Miraklin, which makes me sad. Because this needed to be Miraklin. Just in a desirous sort of way. But, oh my goodness. Look at this monster. What is that? That's a 482. Look at this beast. Look at this beast. And that's not even counting its tender. And it must be tender driven because all the weight and the gearage is in this. There's got to be a way I can make this 3-rail because this is the train that this is the locomotive, I'm sorry, the locomotive that he had running his Orient Express. Look at this bad boy. That's a big guy. I don't think it's as big as my Class 01, but that is a very sharp model. And look at it. There might be a way. There might be a way I could put a ski on here and just change the wiring. The key is, do I have room in here for a decoder? That, my friends, is for another time and another day. That is a weird concept in how this connects in the points there, but there it is. Too cool, too cool, too cool. This is a beauty. This one has to be made 3-rail. Somehow, some way, we have to make this 3-rail. But it'll look pretty good, although I don't know if it could handle the radius I have on the 2-rail stuff right now. But that is a gorgeous Loco. It's just not 3-rail. Okay. So 2 gorgeous 2-rail steamers. Can't win them all, I guess. I swear, you guys look like you're spaced out to fit there. Quit messing with it now, Anthony. Mess with it later off camera. Just set them aside and open the next box. People are waiting to see what else you got. I'll set some of these boxes. Get this stuff out of it. Okay, so 2 things in blue wrap. So let's get to it. Miraklin. Big long Miraklin box. Whatever could be in it. Well, let's find out, obviously. I already know, but still. We have the ICE power cabs. Really nice. Really nice. Now that is an ICE 2 power cabs. And those have the power bits in them, so there is definitely some work going to be done with my ICE 2. If, in fact, these do work and work correctly and I can get them going, I think my ICE 2 is going to go through a major change. Those are a couple of beautiful pieces right there, my friends. A couple of beautiful pieces. Nice. Oh! And now, my friends, the last piece. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Let's save this last piece. What I have here is Herb has sent a bunch of... that's right. Because some people know I talked about Herb was going to do one with a blue stripe. Here's the blue stripe kit. If I went to take one of these ICE3s and give them the blue stripes, I now have the blue stripe kit. This was sent along. This is designed to fit the Miraklin ICE3. I want to say it's the Miraklin ICE3 that these were designed for. But yep, it's all there. So that possibility is still there. And then German flag ones to expand. So to take some of those spare ICE3 cars I have and add the flags to them and expand it. This is perfect. So those plans are still viable. I just got to get the board restaurant car and the power car for the one IC and do it. Let's see, this is a booklet on installing the ESU Pilot 3.0. So, and the Andreas Nordhoff, the 2002. So yeah, and that's just a measurement of how it's going to look. So, all right. So the designs, very cool. Okay, so now let's get to the last one. Although I already know what the last one is. You don't. Although there is one other bit I'm curious of. But this is very special. This is also very rare. This is, even to this day, a highly sought after piece. I have looked for these just out of curiosity online, and I've seen them going for, at times, well over $1,000. This is, and I'm just going to hold the box up so you can see this. Well, once I cut that last bit of green tape. This is the ICE experimental. In other words, this was the first ICE. It's, I don't know how well you can see it here, but it says ICE and the E is twisted. It's an experimental. This is a very rare model. This particular box set, it's highly sought after. So here you have the 2 cars and the 2 power wagons, 2 cabs, and then the 2 passenger cars with it. They did sell expansions to this, and those 2 are rather expensive. So that is everything in the last box. These are just, these are beauty. They look in mint shape. I don't know if Herb ever ran these. I mean, I can look at the ski and see, yeah, they've been run, but not often. You can see that. But this is a unique and special set, and it now completes, with one small exception, my ICE collection. Because technically there's an ICE called the ICE Volaro, and I don't have that one. But I've got the experimental. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 2 versions of 4 and 3 versions of 3 now. So there's a lot to appreciate, and more. There's a lot to sort through and prepare to be seen one way or the other on my layouts, because this is just fabulous. That's I literally got back from England. I arrived in the house less than 2 hours ago, and I have not unwound from that or decompressed from that, but I wanted to do this. This is brilliant, but it's, the last 2 weeks have been an emotional nuclear war. Hearing a friend has to get rid of his train collection, making the decision to buy it, getting it, having a box get lost, getting the very first train I ever bought back, having all these cool locomotives that I would never been able to get or considered buying if it weren't for this situation, and the reason this situation is existing. Because in the end, it's nice I have these, but this isn't about me. This is about the amazing collection Herb had that I now have, and nothing is for sale. And believe me, I've actually already had offers. I'm sure somebody might see this IC experimental and throw some offers, but nothing is for sale. The only thing I know is there's a couple of things that I'm going to box up and give my grandson for Christmas, and let him start his Miracle collection. Otherwise, I'm going to see how much of this I can convert to digital. The only thing I'm still looking at is get one of those classic TEEs, the Rhinegolds, you know, the cream and red ones. And all right, literally, as I was just talking about this bit here, my other video camera died, stopped working, and I'm finishing it holding this camera in my hand. I have no idea what I'm seeing because this side, which is the 4K side, I can't see what I'm doing. So, anyhow, this is amazing, and I have to tack this all together. It's been an emotional week. I'll do another video about the things I put pictures up already and showed them in kind of a live stream. But I'll put some pictures up of what I did in the UK at Getz in Warley, what I picked up, or actually what other people picked up for me. This is a lot to get through. It's a lot to soak in, and I'm blown away. So on that note, I'm going to say, Auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, and happy trains, happy collections. Take care, everybody.